my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask you who you know.
Hi guys, this is Ratchet and we are playing Criminal Case. Messages of the past, and we are about to go to case number 11 in Elysian Fields, and we are going to Gigantic, or in real life it would be Titanic. Alright, let's see who's gonna get murdered. On the surface, Katia, Aristo's parties have had a little in common. A lighthouse, a midnight seance. Murder, meanwhile, has been a recurring theme, with each killing seemingly more grisly than the last. While it appeared these perishing partygoers were not connected beyond Aristo's apparent desire to have them killed. We discovered Katia that each victim had in some way wronged Giulietta Capeccia, and that she had good reason to want all of them dead. If this murder can be traced back to Giulietta, is it possible she herself is Alistair? We know Giulietta is attending tonight's party, hosted by Alistair aboard Concordia's new flagship, Gigantic, before it departs on its maiden voyage tomorrow. I'm terribly sorry, Katia, but I get frightfully seasick. I'm afraid I must remain on dry land. Madeline shall accompany you to the party. How exciting, Katia! The Gigantic is said to be the world's first unsinkable vessel, a voyage of discovery, the ship of dreams. However, we mustn't rock the boat. While it's imperative you unmask Alistair's identity, Katia, Giulietta cannot know of our investigation. But for now, let's rendezvous with the captain. Anchors away. You say it won't sink. You really think that? Hello, Captain. Welcome aboard the Gigantic, Katia. Captain William Fox at your service. A model of modern engineering, this ship, opulent, luxurious, and completely unsinkable. Thank you, Captain. It's very exciting to be aboard. But I mustn't get carried away. Katia is here to investigate one of tonight's party guests. You are welcome to look around. In fact, while you're looking for your suspect, could you keep an eye out for Theo Vergier? Vergier? The artist? Yes, Mr. Vergier is returning to Europe on tomorrow's journey, and he's a guest of honor at tonight's party. Aye, aye, Captain. What are we waiting for, Katia? Let's explore the ship. Oh, I think that's going to be our guy who's gonna get killed. And he really looked like him on the picture, so... Let's investigate Gigantic deck first. That's our crime scene, first. There you are! Oh, he's bleeding from his head, so... What blow did you get? I think Maddie is right, this is getting worse and worse. From Lucrezia dying from falling from lighthouse to him being blown up, being bleeding from head. You know what I mean. Alright. And a smoking pipe. Giulietta, are you here? I need to question you. But I have a feeling she's not really Mr. Astor. Well, we know Mr. Astor is just a cool name. It doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman. But you never know. But I don't think it's Giulietta, so... Good gracious, Katia, you found Theo Vergier, but he's dead. It's very clear he was struck by the broken head of that ice sculpture. Under normal circumstances, I'd wonder whether this was an accident, but knowing the stars of spy, there can be no doubt. Theo Vergier was murdered. You're right, Katia, it's now more important than ever that we find Giulietta. And that toll payment might help us do just that. That jewelry box really does belong out here. Go ahead and decipher that lock, Katia, to see who misplaced it. This party has already drifted into troubled waters. Let's hope this isn't a bad omen for the Gigantic's maiden voyage. Alright then. Another murder, of course. Let's start the autopsy. And as you know, I'm gonna need some stars to do all of this. So, still a bit, guys. I got 3 stars, so let's do this torn card first. Is that an invitation? Or maybe not. Oh, hey there. The waiter was indeed a guest of honor, Katia. According to this invitation, Mr. Vergier was personally invited to dine at the captain's table. Captain Fox was very accommodating. Let's avail ourselves of his assist and ask him about this invitation. Alright there. Now we're gonna finally talk with Captain, but by using stars. Alright, what about this jewelry box? Why? why. Says Gilletta. Oh, my work dear. Look at the size of that sapphire. That must be worth a fortune. And look at the embroidery. This belongs to Gilletta Capecci. It is, in fact, a rare blue diamond, Katia. Thank goodness you found it. I almost dropped that necklace off the back of this ship earlier. That would have been very silly. Miss Capecci, precisely the person we are looking for. We must speak to you at once. Alright then. Wait a minute. It says blue sapphires, you say blue diamond. Titanic, huh? Alright, we gotta go talk to Captain first. Captain Fox, we have some terrible news. Govakatia found Theo Virtue murdered. Murder! Blistery barnacles. I discovered this afternoon through in the engine room. How could this happen? That's what we are trying to find out if Mr. knew the victim well. Yes, I invited Mr. Virtue to join my table. And also his standing would have made for fascinating conversation. Heavens, word of this murder cannot spread around, Govakatia. The maiden voyage of the gigantic mustn't be associated with tragedy. Captain Fox was more helpful than he realized, Savagger. He mentioned the victim toured the gigantic's engine room. It's possible the kid was also gave a little with the ship's lower decks. Katia, let's take a look ourselves. Alright. I've gotta investigate the engine room before talking to Gilletta. Alright, here we go. Alright, hat, pile of coal. Oh, I need it, huh? Barrel, right there. Ship's helm. There. Folded paper, and a sock. A passport, Katia. A worthy clue. Let's not fade it porch to see who it belongs to. I'd rather not sort my clothing searching through that pile of coal. But go ahead if you think there is something to be found, Katrina. Oh, come on, you wear nothing fancy. I'm the one wearing fancy clothes now. See me? And you want me to get dirty? Well, let's confront Gilletta, and we have some questions you have to answer. So it's time you told the truth, Gilletta. People keep dying at Alton's parties, people who are connected to you. What are you talking about? Someone killed a gigantic? Theo Virgil, not attending tonight's party. You must have seen it. We found your jewelry box at the crime scene. Did you offend you somehow? Like your sister, or Philomena Highmore, or Jack Goodwin? How dare you talk about Lucrezia? In case you don't remember, you saw her murder and it had nothing to do with me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to get back to the party. Enjoy while you can, Gillette. I will be watching you. Oh my gosh, alright. That's what we're gonna get from you, huh? Alright, let's do this pile of coal. Oh, a glow. A white glow? What is it doing buried under that coal? Hey, is that a blood stain? Precisely my train of thought, Katrina. Let's have Viola take a look at this glow. Past case. Alright? And now let's do this faded passport. If it's not Theo's, whose it is? Diego's back! What are you doing here now? What are you trying to... Are you trying to forge another art or pickpocket someone, huh? This Diego de Lobos passed for you. That troublemaker's aboard gigantic must be up to no good. This is a third party where Diego has been a guest, and the only reason he is free at all is because we placed him on probation after discovering his poetry. Wait, Diego has been approved for travel. He thinks he can vessel way across the seas, he better think again. Let's find him. Alright. We meet again, Diego. Madeline O'Malley, the sunset on my horizon. Only you could wear the clothes of a detective like you were strutting the catwalks of Paris. Hey, cut it, dude. Balderdash, but speaking of Paris, Diego, would you care to explain where your son of wanderlust has come from? We told you to stay put. I'm not actually going anywhere. Alistair invited me to tonight's party. Is it any wonder I'm a regular guest? The man clearly understands that having me at the shindig will make it a truly fashionable occasion. Right, that must be it. And what have you been sweating about you weren't out on the deck where Theo Vergier was murdered? Theo Vergier? The artist? Murdered? Well, I suppose he had it coming. Too big for his britches, if you ask me, but I had nothing to do with this. Now, enough of this horrible talk. Can't I convince you to sail away with me, Madeline? We can make the maiden voyage with a gigantic and joy to remember. Will you cut it out? You're not going anywhere, Diego. Compactia will be giving you your password to make sure you don't try to escape again. Damn it, dude. Alright, we're just gonna wait till there's 2 hours to finish. See you in a bit. And we are back, so let's see. Katrina, what's wrong? Dick, are you unwell? Surely you've seen worse things than Mr. Verger's body. It's not that. I'm evaluating my resistance to nausea. It has been rather unbalanced. The castor oil and sardines were bad enough, but I believe it was Evie's beef white that has nearly pushed me over the edge. We're sorry you're under the weather, Dick, but have you any results for us regarding the victim? A strange situation. That horse hit her the ice sculpture was a murder weapon. My assumption is the unfortunate artist was struck over the head with that chunk of ice. The ice has since melted away. However, before it disappeared, I collected a sample of small fragments which I confirmed are ground pumpkin seeds. At its discovery, one would think, if it weren't for the location of the crime scene, pumpkin seeds are a common ingredient of many anti-sickness remedies. I say that Theo Vergier is suffering from seasickness. It's a good thing Bodice wasn't there. We'd have to interrogate him. Quite right, Katia. No time for frivolity, but the killer will feel you more ill at ease once they realize you're on their trail. Wow. Alright, just getting some typical kinds of clues since we are on the ship. Cunning work, Tia, find that glow. Aside from the bloodstain matched to Vetti's type. The killer probably threw the glow down on one of the ventilation pipes on the upper deck and lighted in the engine room. But the most important clue is the glow itself. This type of glow is worn by ballroom dancers. There are strict guidelines when it comes to ballroom dancing, especially at sophisticated parties like this. Anyone entering the ballroom is required to wear their gloves at all times, and etiquette dictates that all guests in the ballroom must be dancing. You don't need to explain ballroom etiquette to me. My mother dragged me to dozens of dances when I was a child, and she still pesters me to get out more, saying I need to find a husband. That's neither here nor there, Katia. If the killer was wearing one of these clothes, they must be a ballroom dancer. They will need to be light on their feet to escape your clutches. Yeah, just try to dance away, but I'll catch ya. I'm more surprised people are still willing to risk attending one of Alistair's parties, Katia. It's no longer a question of whether someone will be murdered, but who. Theo Vergier was an honored guest at tonight's party aboard the Gigantic, but was killed outside while others enjoyed the festivities. Captain Fox knew the artist well enough to invite him to dinner, while Diego de Lobo, who may have been trying to flee the country, believes that Vinny got what he deserved. And then there's Rota Capaci, who is looking more and more likely to be Alistair by the minute. Continue, must return to the Gigantic immediately. There are reports of gunfire on board. What? Who's doing that? What the fuck? I guess we gotta find out in chapter 2. So you gotta stop here. You gotta continue playing in chapter 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!